jamais trompé, oh. Eric Bercy, je ne t'ai jamais trompé, bébé. Berlin Chobo, moi je ne t'ai jamais trompé, bobo. Crois-moi, je suis fidèle. Olivier Boy, ingénieur. Sandrine Sama, mon bébé. Papa Colidor, mon amour. Martin Martino, Kolo Chobu, honorable Fiston Bahati Lukwebo, DJ Serge Bling Bling, Stéphanie Bakambia. Lile, lile, chéri nanga motema e. Ay bebe nanga imabanzo. Lile, lile, Mama Landu ya Jean René Golo, boxeur KO. Abengi ngai soba o. Abengi ngai yumba o. Bafingi ngai kizenge. Ngai babengi ngai soba. Abengi ngai yumba o. Bafingi ngai kizenge. C'est bon là yo chéri. Bana yo bébé.
Welcome to Diaspora Connect, another Saturday for us to experience what life is in the diaspora, plus more, told in the Kenyan kind of aura. My name is Neville, of course. I am your home plug. And niko shoko nyumbani unashanga niko nini tuna dance. Well, the reason is because the Ma Diaspora Conference has been going on from the 31st of July. Na iko karibu kuisha, but we have to catch up with them, and it's happening in Washington, D.C. Kwa hivyo kama unaona masaa yote kwa bado hapa 254 ni maybe ndege ilimwacha, si ndio? But the good thing is that we right here Diaspora Connect tuko na picha kutoka Washington, D.C. And right now it's the Ma Festival. The whole week wamekuwa dialogue conferencing, but sai unajua Saturday nini mambo ya sherehe karibu kuanza. So those pictures you're seeing right there is happening right now in Washington, D.C. Ma Diaspora Conference, and this is just the culmination because it's the festival. So unajua sisi wa Kenya lazima to appreciate our own culture. Lazima tujue venye we shall be teaching other generations about our many diverse different kinds of culture. Na leo, as you can see with all the shukas, it's all about the Maasai culture, which of course is being represented to the fullest. Right here on Diaspora Connect, hatutaachwa nyuma. Tuta make sure kupatia hizo picha ambazo unazipenda. So live from Washington, D.C. right there, the Ma Diaspora Conference. And right now what is going on is the festival. Nyama inakulwa pale. As you can see, it's an outdoor setting. Nguo, attire, cultural, juu chini. So I love the fact that we get to show you, plus we get to enjoy how our culture is being celebrated away from home. Because that's one of the main reasons why this show right here, Diaspora Connect, was made. And that's why we are the #1 connecting show in the world. Alafu basi kikuja mambo ya connecting, as you can see right now, it's all about the food. It's all about sitting down, cooperation. As you can see, the Honorable Governor of Kajiado is there on your screens. Kwa hivyo you can tell it's a good kind of festival. Kenya's the diaspora meeting their leaders, eating with them, dining with them, celebrating culture with them. So those are good kind of scenes that you're seeing all the way from Washington, D.C. Inaitwa the Ma Diaspora Conference. As I said, it started on July the 31st, and it goes all the way till the 2nd of August. Na leo, since it's a new month, it's one of those days where they're celebrating now. Sasa ni festival. It's all about the eating, it's all about the drinking, it's all about the celebration, and also a cultural exchange kind of thing. And I love the fact that this one is for generations. Unajua, unaweza kuwa majuu na shanga, kwani kunaenda aje? This is just to make sure that the culture, tradition is going on, is being empowered even away from home. Kwa sababu unaweza kuwa uko away from home unashanga, culture yangu bado nitaweza celebrate with ease. Yes, you'll meet other like-minded Kenyans who are from the same background, wanataka ku appreciate. But the good thing is that we are just starting off, so we shall be joining them as the show goes on. So tutakuwa tukiona many more pictures from the Ma Diaspora Conference. So you don't even need to worry. worry. All you need to do is have yourself ready to enjoy lots of good culture. And of course, get interactive with us right here at Citizen TV. Use the hashtag Diaspora Connect at Diaspora Connect KE. Na tuko na mengi mazuri tumewaandalia, and these are our highlights. This week on Diaspora Connect, we have Orina Ontiri, media maestro in Texas, using his talent to uplift souls. Valentine Githai, a Washington, D.C.-based human rights advocate, turning protest into policy. Also tonight, we have Dr. Isaiah Pino, a UK lecturer and SACCO chairman, building financial bridges from the diaspora. And on the decks, DJ Elena is spinning the perfect night out. Hold on tight, get your passports ready. It's time for Diaspora Connect. Kabisa! Yes, so excited to connect with so many Kenyans from around the world, plus you. Yes, you're always the most important person on the show, so we would love to hear from you. Kwanza niambie, where are you tuned in from? Uko maeneo gani? Alafu, since you're very important to us, don't forget your amazing names. Kwa hivyo niambie, Neville, I'm tuned in from Eldoret. Neville, I'm tuned in from Istanbul. Neville, I'm tuned in from Brazil. Na alafu unatuambia, niko tuned in hapa. Alafu, tell us some good things, because today is the first of the month, and happy new month to you. Nataka tukicelebrate vizuri sana, and I like the fact that tumeanza on some good cultural kind of tip by bringing you those pictures all the way live from Washington, D.C. And today is like a day like none other. We'll be connecting with more Kenyans, more stories. Plus, when it comes to us boogieing down, getting on the Diaspora Connect dance floor, today it's being taken care of by a queen, of course, DJ Elena. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Uko best lakini?
Kabisa.
How has your week been? Najua katikati ya wiki stima kidogo ilipotea but zikarudi. What else has been happening during your week?
No, niyo tu sima, kawaida, hustle kidogo, but tulifunga na weekend vizuri.
And now we are here. Kabisa. Thank you very much for joining us here. Nataka uambie wase nyumbani how they can follow you on social media, ikiwa ni Instagram, ikiwa ni pale kwenye X, whichever platforms, please tell us so that as we are connecting with guys at home are connecting with you.
I go by the name DJ Elena Finesse on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, DJ Elena Finesse.
Nice. And today on the mixes, what can guys expect? Tutakuwa tukiingia countries gani? What kind of artists will you be playing? Give us the scoop.
Okay, I'm from Kenya, of course. Let's go Kenyan, but definitely kila mtu atapata vibe yake.
Kwa hivyo unasema menu iko, tutapata kila kitu kwa menu na tutaenjoy.
Yes.
Hapo sawa. Umuhimu tu ni kuenjoy to the fullest. So thank you very much, DJ Elena. And since you're here, DJ Elena, let me put you on to some of the things that we do here on Diaspora Connect. Kuna kitu inaitwa Sights and Sounds. This is where I'll show you an area in the world, an aerial view of a city, country, and then I want you, DJ Elena, utanipatia a few guesses of where you think this is. Alafu at home, the most important people on the show, you at home, make sure you guess on our hashtag Diaspora Connect. Use our WhatsApp number that I'll be placing on your screen in a few. Text us, let us know where you think this is. Ebu DJ Elena, Ebu look at this place here and tell me where you think this is right here on our Sights and Sounds. Ebu angalia yo mandhari hapo. Angalia, unaona hapo mountains, unaangalia skyline pale, unaona views of that particular city right there. Na ukiona iko pahali chini, think about some of those geographical features that you see on your screen right now. Alafu angalia mountain ranges huko nyuma, ukiangalia agriculture hapa na pale, miti, structures are building hapa. Tell me if you can guess where this is, because as the show rolls on, I'll be giving you a few numbers, a few facts, a few figures from from this particular country and some few special things about it so that you can narrow it down to that correct answer. And would love you to come through on all our avenues of communication, all our social media handles at Diaspora Connect KE, pale kwenye Instagram, alafu pia tumia ile hashtag Diaspora Connect, and then usiogope, we would love to hear from you. Aya, DJ Elina, nimekuonyesha hiyo mandhari yangu, si ndio? Si umeiona vizuri?
Yes.
I'll be giving you multiple guesses, but this first guess, don't put too much pressure on it. Hii hakuna wrong or right answers. Where do you think this is?
Nairobi, Kenya.
No, now be serious, DJ Elina. Just
Nairobi,
be serious.
Kenya.
Be serious. That view right there is not Kenya, of course.
Nairobi,
Please.
Kenya.
Aya, sawa mzee. Ni nini imefanya useme hivyo?
Let me say mandhari. Yeah, I'll stick with Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah.
Kwa hivyo ukiangalia hapo ni pahali Nairobi. When you look at that, it's somewhere in Nairobi.
Yes.
Hey, DJ Elina, don't be stubborn. Change your answer. This is
No.
not Nairobi. I can tell you for a fact. There's no way in Nairobi that looks like this. So please, guess somewhere else.
Nairobi, Kenya. I'll stick with that.
Sawa. Nimenua mikono juu, but you at home, make sure you are, of course, telling us where you think this is. But as I said, as the show goes on, I'll be putting you on to a few facts and interesting things that are happening in this particular country. Ndio, uweze narrow it down in the right kind of way. And I'm, of course, delighted to have you. And right now, since it's all about connections, nataka tuende, uko na passport yako? Yes, I hope you have it. And in case you don't, bado tutakufikisha maeneo ya majuu, because right now I have Dr. Isaiah on the other side. How are you, sir? Daktari, unanisikia? Here, daktari. Niko hapa waiting for you. Daktari Isaiah, can you hear me? Kindly confirm.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Yes. Delighted to have you on the show, Diaspora Connect. Tell guys where you are right now. What time is it? Alafu, give us a bit of scoop of what's been happening during your day today.
Well, I am in a place called Nuneaton in the UK. It's now 4 minutes to 9. That is on Saturday, 4 minutes to 9 p.m. So I'm based in a place called Nuneaton. Nuneaton is in Warwickshire County. For those who did English, they might remember Shakespeare. So it's the home of Shakespeare County, Warwickshire County, or rather, Nuneaton in the UK.
Aha! Wow, what a delight. Thank you for that bit of history, because I was to ask you what is special about this place, but you've already told us. A man like Shakespeare has his roots from there. Also,
Yes.
What has been some of the things that has been happening during your day, your week? How's your week been, Daktari?
Today I went to church. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist church goer. So I believe on going to church on Sabbath. I stayed there, we had lunch, and then came back home. I have some friends who visited me, so we are with friends in the house. It is the day that I always look forward for. Thank you.
Okay, that's amazing. You're still keeping that going. And in your church, are there many Kenyans, or are you the only Kenyan?
In our church, we are the only Kenyan in Nuneaton SDA Church, but there is Coventry SDA Church where we have some Kenyans, which is not far from where I live. It's about 20 minutes. But in Nuneaton SDA Church, we don't have any other Kenyan apart from myself and my family.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. So, Daktari, I want us to recap a bit about your amazing journey to the diaspora, because I'm sure Kenyans are watching. They're like, hey, tunajua Daktari, na tungependa kujua hii journey yake ya kuingia majuu, kuingia UK. How did it start? Ilikuwa by chance, or is it something that you had planned on early? Please, take us back. Let's relive those moments. Tell us what you are doing first of all right here in the 254, alafu tuambie what opportunities presented themselves for you to leave Kenya and head on over to the UK.
Now, actually, UK was an afterthought. So when I finished my Form 4, I wanted to go to the US. my brother had a friend of him who was based in the US, and we wanted to see whether I can go to the US for further studies. But unfortunately, it did not materialize, and so we went back to plan B. You know, in life, you have plan A and then you have plan B. And so I decided to come to the UK in the year 2003. And so I have been in the UK for the last 23 years and still counting.
And that journey right there, was it an easy kind of journey, especially leaving Kenya? I don't know if it was your first time out of the country. Talk to us about those moments, and were there any special documents that you were required to have before making this trip? Because that's usually an important question you always get from our diaspora family.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Actually, nowadays it's much easier to come to the UK than it was. I remember when we applied for a visa to come to the UK, we had to go and queue. The embassy was not based in where it is right now. It was based in Upper Hill. And you have to be literally there by 6 in the morning and have that long queue. And the guys will come and count and say, maybe 20. And the rest of you are told, come back tomorrow. So it was not easy. I think we did that a couple of times before we got the appointment for us to see the consular service. And then after that, I did not get a visa direct. It's going to be straightforward. I did not get a visa direct. So the visa was rejected in the first instance. And so I decided, you know, what I'm going to do now? Okay, so because I had decided to leave the country, I decided to go to India. And then when I was in India, the embassy called my brother, and I don't think it has ever happened. They called my brother and said, because I didn't have a mobile phone by that time, and they said, is Isaiah with you? So I said, no, he's traveled. Okay, can you tell him to come back for his visa interview? And then it was like, okay. And so he called me, and I said, no, why do I have to come back to the country, to Kenya, for me again to go back to the UK embassy? I don't see the reason as to why. And so because he insisted, I believe on listening to everyone, especially those who are older than you. You listen to the instruction, their wisdom. As they say, there are things an older man can see while seated, and you might not be able to see it while you're standing. And so he insisted and said, no, you come. But bear in mind, when I went to India, I bought a return ticket. So there was no issue. So I came back to Kenya and I went to the embassy and they gave me the visa without even actually the interview. So it wasn't a smooth through. But there's that belief in the first instance that I will get it. But then I left. Then came back. Then I was given a visa to come to the UK.
I like the fact that you're honest and candid enough to spill the beans, because it's not easy, but we appreciate you, because we always want our diaspora family to know it doesn't happen like the movies. It's not an overnight success kind of thing. Sometimes there's a journey, there's patience needed, especially on that way to the diaspora. So Daktari, asante sana for being honest enough. And talking about honesty, I want us to talk about SACCO, starting a SACCO away from home, a chama, you know, bringing your people together to build financial bridges away from home. I want us to discuss that in a few, but I want to go back right now to Washington, D.C., because the MA Diaspora Conference is going on right now. But Daktari, please don't go anywhere. I'll be coming back to you, because I would love to continue hearing about building those financial bridges away from home, especially with your people. So unajua mambo ya pesa lazima tukue chocho kabisa. So Dr. Isaac Isaiah will be joining me in a few. But right now, turudi Washington kidogo, because as I told you at the beginning of the show, the Diaspora Conference is going on in Washington, D.C. Na uzuri, ilianza July 31st. Na leo ni the first of the month na inaisha kesho, August 2nd. And right now, today, Sato, what they're doing is they're celebrating food, culture. Yani unajua kumingo hapa na pale, hata ya imevalishwa, alafu uzuri wa conference kama hii, it's all about building culture, building those bridges, building those gaps, especially away from home, and also appreciating the culture to the fullest. DJ Elina, let me ask you this. Is America, Washington, one of the places you'd love to travel to?
Yeah.
Sorry? Of course it is on your list. What other places are on your list to travel? It can be for business, it can be for leisure, it can be to DJ and play, or for other businesses. What other countries are on your list? Give me like 2 or 3.
South Africa.
Oh, okay. South Africa. What other 2 countries?
Australia.
Oh, okay. Hebu niambie, why South Africa, why Australia, so that nijue wewe ni mtu wa aina gani?
No, I just feel like their culture, I can rhyme with their culture.
Hey, I like it. Wedi kama mimi, culture,
Yeah.
culture to food hapa na pale.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. South Africa, Australia. Aya, ongeza nyingine moja kwa hiyo list.
Then America.
Then America,
Yeah.
just to top it off. Okay, I'm feeling that. Na ukienda kwa hizi country 3, South Africa, Australia na America, unaona ni wapi ambayo unaweza make kichele, unaweza make some good money?
Well, we believe maybe in America.
America, land of milk and honey.
Yeah.
So unasema America ndio probably unaona madolari zitakuwa zinashuka mzuri.
Of course.
Hapo sawa, mimi na wewe tuko same sawa. Hata mimi naona South Africa iko sawa, Australia iko sawa, lakini pale Marekani najua pale hapo ndo pale kisima ile nzuri iko, si ndio? Kabisa. And you at home, you can continue getting interactive with us, because we always love to hear from you. Avenues of communication hazijabadilika at Diaspora Connect KE. That's our Instagram page. Make sure you write to us, follow our page. And since we are talking about social media, sini kuonyeshe sights and sounds yangu before tuingia America. Ebu angalia sights and sounds yangu. Just look at this place right here on your screen. And as you are looking at this place on your screen right now for our sights and sounds, I would love for you to use that hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV on X. Uniambie Neville, I think this place is X. I think this place is ABCD. Tell me, because I would love to hear from you, because you are the most important person on the show. And since we are on our sights and sounds, let me give you one interesting fact about this place, so that you can easily, narrow it down to the right kind of thing. And one of the most famous sporting activities in this country is baseball. So hapa, baseball, once you start playing it, kila mtu ako ndani. The most watched and participated in sports, as I told you, inaitwa baseball pale, and I know some of you are very conversant with it. Alafu pia, kuna kitu inaitwa the Angel Falls. It's a waterfall that is only found in this particular country. Na kama unajua iko wapi, basi ingia pale kwenye online niambie, because it's a tourist destination for so many people. Plus, the fact that it is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As you can see, also the sandy beaches, the land there, as you can see, the trees. There's so much to do in this particular country. Plus, when it comes to that music, when it comes to culture, this particular country, there is a certain traditional dance. It's called the Joropo. This is particularly famous in this country right here. And ukianza tu kudansi yo Joropo. Unajua hii country iko wapi. So please get interactive with us. Use our avenues of communication. Ningependa sana kusoma some of your comments, suggestions. Ningependa kusoma some of your answers, because najua wengine wenu mnajua hata hapa ni wapi. Wengine wenu hata mshaenda. And talking about wengine wenu, sasa niingie kwenye Instagram yangu hapa kwenye simu ni some of your feedback. Hello Diaspora Connect. I'm Elvis from Narok and I am a Form 4 high school student from Narok and my desire is to travel to America one day. Elvis from Narok, big up yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in and being here with us. Nani huyu mwingine ako hapa? Jina ni Lobok. Anasema, hey Neville, always glad to be here. I think that country right there is Uruguay. Okay, ni sawa kabisa. Toxic Junior ako hapa ananiambia, hi Neville, unakaa fiti sana. Gotea DJ Elina, mwambia nigusishie doba moja ya Costa Ojuang. Okay, ni sawa. Nani hapa Makau pia ako ndani anasema, wow, love seeing the culture in America. Big up wa Masai wote worldwide. Mi pia nimevaa shuka yangu sahi nyumbani. Hapo sawa. Kama uko nyumbani shuka iende sana. Grey Logic ako hapa anasema, Neville, nimebambika sana kujoini familia Diaspora Connect. Big up you guys, you're inspiring a lot of people. Vicky Bundo pia ako hapa anasema, hey, this is Victoria tuned in from Nairobi. Napenda sana show yenu, mmebamba mbaya sana. Hashtag Diaspora Connect. Thank you very much. Harriet pia ako hapa anasema, gotea DJ Elina mbaya sana. Neville, I think the sights and sounds is Italy. Okay, ni sawa. Kariz pia ako hapa anasema, ni aje Neville, nimebambika sana na show yenu. Ni John kutoka Kiambu. Nyi wasema mko juu tu sana. Mimi ni electrician. Ebu tuulizie majob za electrician majuu. Don't worry bro, you're in the right place to find out about all that information right here on Diaspora Connect. Jen Kinyanzui pia ako naye anasema, hey Neville, iyo place hapo ni Berlin in Germany. Thank you very much. Gitau, big up yourself. Anasema Gitau hapa, Neville, nimelike sana show yenu, vibe yako inanibamba sana. Aya, Keith ako hapa pia kutoka Athi River anasema, I think that place is Japan. Keith, big up yourself to Athi River, bless up. Nani mwengine? Kizing ako hapa anasema, ni aje Neville, ni Isaac hapa, I think that place is Samoa. Wasemu answer zenu zinanibamba mbaya sana. Harris pia ameingia hapa ananiambia, hi Diaspora Connect na watch nikiwa Muranga. I think your place yenu hapo ni Venezuela. Okay, Kelvin Simba anaingia pia anasema, hey, I love the fact that you guys have different guests from different walks of life each and every single week. Hapo sawa. Aya Topa Mnare anasema, my Masai culture being represented on national TV. Love to see it, especially it being away from home. Hey, that's why we have this show right here. Hautaipata hii vibe anywhere else. Unaweza search east, west, ukitaka kwenda north, ukitaka kwenda south, but bado hautapata. And we are glad that you, the most important person on the show, is here. Frank Bet pia ko hapa anasema, hey Frank from Eldoret, I think sights and sounds ni Cuba. Ay! Answers ni mingi sana. Keep on keeping up with us. Na kama uko nyumbani, najua kuna wale ambao hampendi kuongea na sisi, mnapenda tu kuwatch, kujinice. But one day, ebu take up the mantle. Ebu jichoche kidogo, seme, acha leo niandike message waisome onea, si ndio? So make sure you are coming through with us. Aya, wakati wa kuingia Washington DC imefika. Let's go all the way to the Mad Diaspora Conference that has been going on from July the 31st. But right now, the festival is happening. Ebu ona hiyo mandhari. Watu wanajinai sapo tu mdogo. Unaona the Kenyan culture away from home still being celebrated, still being embraced. I love the fact that that is going on and we are highlighting it right here on Diaspora Connect. I love the fact that you at home keep on keeping up with us. Tell us all those good things that you see on your screen. Share with us. Kama unaona watu wako pia unaweza tuandikia message. Alafu pia tutakuwa tukiwaambia, and we are glad that also earlier on we saw, of course, the governor of Kajiado, Honorable Joseph Ole Lenku, was there. He was doing his thing, nicing up in the place. And I love the fact that all the top leadership, even in the country, is there. Governor wako pale. And I love the fact that also our very own editorial director, Linus Kaikai, is also well represented there. And to represent PSCC to the fullest. So that is a good kind of occasion enough. And as you can see there, everybody is donning their shukas, everybody is donning their regalia, proudly Kenyan. And of course, that is a good thing. And as I told you, the Diaspora Conference, which of course is all about uniting culture, empowered by connection, building a legacy for generations. That's such an amazing thing. And as I told you earlier on, they've had so many things happening during the day. And as you can see there, Honorable Joseph Olelenku there, of course, Governor Kajiado County is in the area. Also, Honorable Patrick Olentutu, a Governor of Narok County, also present. Also, Honorable Lati Lelelit, Governor, of course, of Samburu County, also is present right there at the Diaspora Conference 2026. It's all about united by culture, empowered by connection, building a legacy for generations. And I love the fact that it's all about honoring your roots, building our future. Even when you're away from home, you still get to embrace each and every part of your culture. If you're just joining us, those are pictures right there from Washington, D.C. in the United States. And that right there is the Diaspora Conference. But to be specific, you know, ni festival ambayo inaendelea. Because unajua, tukifikaga weekendi, tukishamaliza kuongea maneno mawili matatu, lazima pia tujinais vizuri, na pia lazima to interact together, tukule chakula yetu, to dance ngoma zetu. You know, speaking our own language away from home, also just the highlight of course, the Diaspora Conference that you are seeing on your screens right now. Keep those messages coming in. Na wengi wenu mngependa sana kusikia ni nini naendelea huko. Wacha musikie what is going on right now. Let's listen in. Yes, pictures right there from Washington, D.C., the Ma Diaspora Conference that has been happening from July the 31st, ends on the 2nd of August. And those are just pictures there, empowered by, your different diversity. Culture is there. And I love the fact that also leadership is also represented to the fullest. I will be getting more pictures from Washington, D.C., the Ma Diaspora Conference as it happens. But as we proceed to give you what you need, DJ Elina is up in the place. Na kusema ukweli, nataka kuingia culture yetu hapa ya mtaani kidogo, si ndio? Mambo ya mangoma madoba hapa na pale. So DJ Elina, take it away. Twende kwa dance floor. Twende kazi.
It's DJ Elina, Miss Finesse.
Sapi, yo. Niko busy wezi pata kwenye selula. Tumbo waina haya kila saa inataka kukula. Uda usisote manze tumia hiyo medula. Piga mboka. Mini hustler, ujaijua. Neza uza ice, kakuna mvua. Hustler mbaya na kwambia najitambua. Piga mboka. Mada nataka do, mtoe nataka do, sherehe nataka do, msupa nataka do. Dona piga mboka, buda piga mboka, wolan. Mada nataka do, mtoe nataka do, msupa nataka do, sherehe nataka do. Dona piga mboka, buda piga mboka. We, muwenda gekomba na chukwa nguo ya twani. Nengia nazo taona washika tuchwani. Unanipate do, ganji, do. Wolan, nikikosa kazi ya ofisi, mina uza mboga na washika marikiti. Ama kama gera nishikapo kama konti. Unanipate do. Single dad na wacheki, mki haso na wacheki. Big up, single mom na wacheki, mki haso na wacheki. Big up.
That right there, DJ Elina on the ones and twos. And of course, this is Diaspora Connect. Continue connecting you and being empowered by connections from all around the world, especially when they have to do with Kenyans. Keep on keeping up with us. Hapana ogopa, communicate with us, send us all those messages. Watu wetu pia wa maju, please continue interacting with us. And before tulingia Washington, tulikuwa tunaongea na Daktari Isaiah all the way from the United Kingdom, akituambia maeneo yake ni pale Shakespeare was brought up. Yes, and I love the fact that he's been here, very candid, very honest about his whole process ya kuingia maju and being there. And Daktari, I hope you're still there with us, because I want us to get into financial matters. I want us to talk about, making your money, it empowering you, and also you connecting with your people so that you can save money, so that you can, build those financial bridges, especially when you're away from home. First of all, before tuanze kuongelea mambo ya unajua chama and SACCOs, I want you to talk to me and tell me, ukiwa huko maju, ukiwa UK, pesa unayopata inakuweka vizuri, like you can be able to pay your bills, you can be able to, advance yourself, you can be able to save. Is that possible?
Can I summarize it by saying I wish? I wish, yeah. The cost of living in the UK is quite high, just to say as it is. It's probably 4 times expensive than Kenya. The tax in the UK is very high. You're looking onto around 52%. So if you are a higher earner, you're looking on to 45% income tax, plus what we call the national insurance contribution, which is about 12%. So you do your maths, you're looking on to around 57%. The average earners is about 52%. So the tax is very high. The cost of living is very, very high in the UK here. And so you find at the end of the month, you have earned quite substantial, but there is a huge portion of that goes towards paying expenses such as, let me tell you, something that Kenya we don't do. There's something called council tax, which in Kenya we don't have. Council tax is sort of unajua ile ya kupepa mizigo nini takataka kwa estate. So something along that line, street lighting, the local security, council tax, it's something that Kenya we don't pay. There is income tax, of course, there is VAT, there's various ranges of taxes we pay in the UK. Now, it becomes very difficult and then again to save, okay? And remember, you have some people back home that need your support at the same time, and you cannot ignore them. That's the reality in life. We call them black tax, okay? That's the reality. Tax is something you cannot avoid, and that's why we call it black tax. You got to support them as much as you can. But at the same time, you got to think about the rainy days. There are days that it will reach a time when you cannot work, but you're gonna have to leave, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's why the idea of thinking of how do I make sure that I put something aside. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, the cost of living is very high, but I've got to think about maybe 20 years down the line that I cannot be able to go and work, right? How are you gonna do it? And that's why the idea of forming a circle came into being. Now, chamas, as they are known in Kenya, my mom never went to school, but she was involved in chamas back in the village. So I remember they used to come, mothers, especially Sunday. I think they used to meet on Sunday, on Saturday. I was young by that time. She's late. And so they used to come together, pool resources together, wanachukua watoto shuleni na hiyo kuchangisha watu. And they used to be very meticulous. They used to have what we call unwritten rules. And similarly, that's the same principle with circles. So in the UK here, we looked at it and said, okay, in fact, I was not part of the team that came up with the idea. The idea came as a result of the UK Adventist Forum that goes across the cities in the UK here. It happened that one day, they were in a city called Stoke-on-Trent. And so 4 men who are during their lunchtime, great ideas. In fact, there's somewhere where I read, great ideas are formed when it's an informal seating. And it can be formed or it can be formulated when 2 people are smoking outside. I don't smoke, I don't advocate for smoking, but I've heard that great ideas can come as a result of people smoking together or having lunch together. So 4 people were meeting, they were having lunch, and they said, we meet, why don't we empower ourselves and forming a cooperative, a circle in the UK? That's back 2016, actually, 2016. So they formed a group or a committee, and that committee came up with the arrangement of forming a cooperative in the UK here. Now, the idea was not to form a circle in Kenya. So we actually spent, by that time I was the vice chair. So there was the chair, and then I was the vice chair, and there was other committee members. We took almost a year to understand how cooperatives are run in the UK, right? So before you do something, you got to understand what you are signing to, right? Before you jump into to train, you got to understand where is it going. If you jump to Matatu, you got to understand where is it going. So we took 1 year, a long period of time. We had a lot of consultation trying to understand how cooperatives in the UK work. Great. And then we took time to open a bank account. Now, remember, we did not come to see buildings. Kuna mabuilding mingi huko Nairobi. So we could have stayed in Nairobi to see those buildings. So when you form an organization like a cooperative, you got to come up with the objectives. Opening a bank account in the UK here, you got to state what's the objective of this organization, of this group. Okay, we are a cooperative. Okay, so tell us more about it. And so banks struggle to understand where they put us, whether we are a profit-making organization or a non-profit-making organization. So we did not manage to open a bank account. Number 1, that's the first hurdle. The second hurdle I mentioned in terms of understanding cooperative in the UK here. So we read through the Cooperative Act in the UK here, and we came up close what we call asset lock. So an asset lock, we try to understand what it is all about. It means that the assets of the society or a cooperative actually belongs, by that time was the king, belongs to the king. So right now, sorry, the king or rather, yes. And then we said, so everything that we make, if we make a profit, a good percentage of it actually is retained to the cooperative. So a small percentage of it go back to the members. Then we said, actually, does it actually meet the aspirations of Kenyans in the UK? And the answer was no. The answer was no. The answer was we need to form an organization, an entity or a vehicle that can empower ourselves financially and become something to reckon 100 years down the line. And that's not going to happen in the UK here, because we need to be able to create a tool or a vehicle that we can depend on financially, emotionally, psychologically. And also that's why we decided to come to the Kenya and form a SACCO 2017. So it wasn't easy, it was challenging again, but it calls for resilience. It calls for reading and understanding what you are signing for.
Yes.
And then you form it. So we came to Kenya and we formed a cooperative or a SACCO. Stop Diaspora SACCO.
That's an amazing kind of story, and I'm glad you've said it as you have begun the interview, just as it is. You've given us the process, the hurdles about it, and how you overcame them, which is quite an important thing as you're there. So once you've already set up everything when it comes to the documentation side and the legal side, so now when it comes to the contributions, when it comes to guys giving their money, saving up, what is the system? Because I'm used to chamas being like, today is me, tomorrow is you, after a few months is the next person. I don't know how the rotation goes, or how you guys came up with the distributions of money and how much someone should contribute to this circle. Because I'm sure also there are guys who are watching from the UK, they are saying, Dr. Isaiah, where is this? Yes. I need to join up. I need to sign up. How much do I need to have? So talk us through all this process.
So what you've described, my good friend, is a merry-go-round. It's more normally informal. So what we have is a formal organization where we have rules and regulations on how. So we don't contribute to one another. We pool resources we have. We are the only, as far as I know, we are the only diaspora regulated by SASRA in Europe. So SASRA is a body that regulates major SACCOs in Kenya. And major SACCOs are those classified as more than 100 million worth of assets. So we are a formal organization. So what it means that whatever we do has to meet the policies and regulations that pertain to the SACCO Act in Kenya. So we have bank accounts in Kenya. We bank with Cooperative Bank, we bank with KCB, Equity Bank, and ABC. Those are our major banks in Kenya. So when a member joins, of course, there is a registration fee, currently 10,000 Kenyan shillings. And then there is what is known as the share capital. We have reduced that share capital. We started from 100,000. We have reduced that to 20,000. And if you want me, I can go deeper why we started from 100,000. We had a very high entry barrier, and then we reduced it gradually, now to 20,000. So once you bought the 20,000 worth of shares, 2 shares, then you can contribute every month 10,000 Kenyan shillings. That's the minimum. In a month, as a society, we actually send more than 10 million Kenyan shillings to the country, to the Kenyan government right now, into the Kenya rather. So meaning that it's not a small institution. So we contribute on a monthly basis. There are members who would like to take a loan, and so they apply for a loan. That loan takes a process, a formal process. There is a committee in place that evaluates whether you meet the requirements and whether you're able to meet the repayments. If you're able to do that, and then the dispersal takes place. The requirements are, for instance, you must have a guarantor or you must have a security. Yeah. We want to be known to be responsible lenders. back in the year 2007, we had what we call the global financial crisis. Banks across the world, especially in the UK and the US, were accused of being irresponsible lenders. So within the society, there are policies in place that we have to ensure that if we give a member a loan, A, they meet the requirements and they are able to meet the repayment and be able to sustain themselves. When you're sending money to our account, we have leverage on technology, so you don't have to send receipts. We have done what's known as integration. So you send money into our account using the code 9191 plus the membership number. It goes to your members portal direct. Okay?
Yes.
You have your members portal where you can see your transactions, where you can apply your loan from, you can pull your statement, you can change your address, you can do everything via your members portal. We have also our mobile application apps, whether you have iPhone or Samsung, you can also download our apps so that you can see the transactions as you make them through.
Yeah, that's
in terms
such
of
a...
the state,
That's
yes.
such an amazing kind of system. I like the fact that you're going about it by the book. You're making sure you have the right policies. You're making sure that the right members are coming on board who, as you said, can contribute are at a certain financial point. And all I can say, I'm hearing so many good things. Daktari, kudos to you, because if it's not for champions like you taking up the mantle to make sure those financial bridges are being built, especially amongst Kenyan community and amongst guys who are in the diaspora, so we salute you. This show was made to highlight champions like yourself, Daktari. I know people have told you congratulations in many different fields, but right here, your new family, Diaspora Connect, we salute you and we say, wow. We are glad that Kenyans like you are away from home, but still conquering different territories in different kinds of fields, because finances are up there as being one of those important things, especially when you're away from home. As you've said, black tax ni kitu muhimu sana when you're away from home. Watu wako wa nyumbani wako wamechungwa kabisa. And I love the fact that you also don't shy away from saying it as it is, because honesty, sometimes you need to hear it no matter how difficult it might be, especially when it comes to matters of finances. Also, Dekoshu, as you're talking about finances, all your loved ones, wale ambao wako hapa Kenya, wamekuwa wakiangalia wakisema, hey, Daktari, you're talking about many good things. And we love the fact that everybody who comes onto the show has to big up or say a big hello to all those amazing people who you left back home. Wale watu ambao wanakutumianga WhatsApp messages on many social media sites, telling you many different things. So, Daktari, kindly for this time, I want you to send out your salams, to shout out a few people that also you have met either in the UK or in your travels, who are Kenyan, non-Kenyan, who have also been helping you along this journey about being away from home.
Thank you, my good friend. I think I've got to be very, very careful, because I've got friends across the world. I've got members who are my friends. We have members in Australia. Those are my friends. We have members in Canada. Those are my friends. We have members in the US. Those are my friends. In Germany, in Kenya, my good friend, my brothers back in Kenya, Francis, John Ongori, my sister Spora, my entire family, Ongubo's family, and all those guys that we went even to high school together. They are all my good friends. All our members across the world, even those who are prospecting to join, they are my good friends. And guess what, my good brother? Is that every Kenyan, when I meet a Kenyan, there is something that comes into my heart. I feel like he's my brother or she's my sister. So all Kenyans, and that's why our society, we don't discriminate. As long as you're a Kenyan, that's the first thing. You're a Kenyan, we are ready to welcome you on board. Other tukikwenda kwa street, and I sometimes I see Kenyans, we are known to wear our bracelets. I see that, and the moment I notice that you are Kenyans, kutane, tuongee. And those are my good friends. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now you have a new family, that is the Diaspora Connect family. So I hope now you know, as you're sending your black tax, hey, a 2-3-5% there for your Diaspora Connect family. But thank you very much, Daktari, for joining us. Anytime you come back home, please, would love to hear more from you, more about you, and more about the amazing stuff that you do. Plus, even if you don't come home, if you have any other things that you're doing, any other Kenyans you'd like to connect us to, please don't shy away from, connecting them to your new family members. Sawa, Daktari?
Yes, just before I leave,
yes.
I mean, just because I'm the chairman of the society, I'm also an academia. So I can't have this platform without talking about academia. There are so many opportunities that are there for Kenyans who want to study overseas, and make use of them. And for those who really want help in terms of what needs to be done, try to see who can help you. Education opens doors. And wherever you have an opportunity, make use of it. Whether it's in Kenya, whether it's in overseas, whether it's in Germany, wherever you are, as they say, if life gives you a lemon, make a lemonade from it, right? And where you are, make the best use of it. Identify the opportunity that is there. Identify those around you.
Yes.
And speak. You might find that God has sent somebody to help you.
Thank you very much, Daktari. We appreciate you. Asante sana. All the way from the UK, Dr. Isaiah there. He's talking about building that financial bridge and making, finances more accessible to especially our diaspora family members. So I love that. And umesikia, members wako Australia, wako US, wako Canada, wako all over the world. So thank you very much, Dr. Isaiah. Champez kabisa. And talking about champions, you at home are a champion, and you are the most important person on the show. And anytime you tell us some good things pale kwenye social media, we definitely have to highlight them. Nataka sasa niende moja kwa moja, yes, till our amazing Instagram page that we have right here. Let me just get this open for us. Yes, this is our Instagram page. Let me go to our messages. We have so many messages coming in from you, the most important person on the show. Aya, tuingie. Huyu ni nani? Hi Diaspora Connect, watching the show nikiwa Thika, na hiyo sights and sounds ni Venezuela ama Colombia. Say hi to DJ Elina ni Yobra. I hope mimi ni mamba mslo na show iko lit. Sawa basi, wewe ni mamba true, especially kama umecome through kwenye social media. Kariza kwa hapa anasema, I'm John, enjoying the show from Kiambu. Angels Fall is found in Venezuela, so I'm going with Venezuela or Panama. Napenda vile umesema iko huku, lakini bado okay, it's all right. Bernard pia ako hapa anasema hapo ni Venezuela. Laban ako hapa anasema Caracas. Wangare ako hapa John anasema show iko lit. Watu wetu wa Narok pia wako in the area, anasema I think that place is Malaysia. Thank you very much. Nani mwingine ako hapa? Agustina ako hapa pia anasema Mutua nikiwa Macha. Nagotea Faith Mulwa akiwa mahali ako, love you so much. Ai wapenzi wako, anasema your sights and sounds ni Italy hapo sawa. Kelvin pia ako hapa. Pilot Mnare ako hapa all the way from Embu. Love it so much. Asanteni sana. We appreciate all your, of course, input on the show, because we are the #1 connecting show in the region. So keep on tapping in with us. We'll be reading more of your amazing comments as the show rolls on. Na pia usisahau kuingia majuni quick fast, just like right now. Nataka tuone hiyo kwa heri sign na tuende. Tuende. Meet an amazing Kenyan, na namuona amekaa chini vizuri wearing his blue and black. He's looking majestic, he's looking nice. My brother, how are you doing? Mr. Orina?
I'm good in the view.
Nice to see you. I see you're shining there. How has your day been? What have you been up to this week? Has anything interesting happened that you can tell us, your family members?
Wow. There's always something interesting everywhere. I'm in the Dallas Cowboys area where we hosted the World Cup. and therefore, which is like 2 minutes away from my place, and therefore, that's something that is amazing. Yeah?
Yes. Did you get to watch any matches? Or did you just go out to interact in the watch parties and the festivals that were happening?
I did some 2-3 watch parties, but again, as a media personality, I had a chance to go inside the stadium, except licensing and other things that we could not be allowed to stream that event. But we took some pictures and helped where we were assigned to do some work.
That's amazing to hear, especially I'm hearing it from a media perspective and a media POV, which is very different from what other people see, because the magic sometimes evolves around you being there, you reporting about it, you telling the stories. But we're also glad that you're here with us to tell us your amazing story and your amazing journey, because this show was made for, people who are doing it, people who are doing the Lord's work all around the world. So, Ataka to take it back a bit, especially about your journey, the way you left us here in Kenya to go out there in the US to get better opportunities. Please tell us about that journey. Ni nini ilikutoa 254 ikakupeleka majuu? Ni opportunities gani ziliji present? Please give us the scoop.
Actually, it's so funny, like Dr. Isaiah Oino just left the stage. It wasn't something that I planned to come, but then I always knew that I could come to the US. I had escorted my friends to come to the US, Wengi, Wakija, and I said, I'll join you. And then I was working in one of the high schools where I was teaching, in Ansira High School in Kisii. And I received a call from a friend that, your letter came for the visa interview, so you were supposed to come and do that interview. I was like, okay, if I find time, I'll come. When I went, did the interview, they asked a few questions. I said, come on Monday and pick your visa, and that's it. When I came, actually, my ticket was, it was remaining like 2 days before it expires. So I overstayed in Kenya still because I wasn't really in a hurry coming to this place. But then I knew I could come. However, I came here to work and also study. And that's how I've been here.
That's amazing, because umeisema yani ni kama ni movie yani. But I love the fact that you are open enough. Pia ukasema mambo ya ticket. Were there any moments of culture shock, especially when it came to the culture in itself? Juu hapa Kenya pali tumetoka tunajua venye vitu zina roll. Alafu tena sasa umeingia majuu. Talk to me about the culture shock moments, especially when it comes to work. Huku kwengine ni sawa kwa food, kwa nini tuambie hizo, but also tell us about the workplace kind of culture shock. Juu najua ulipata culture shock kazini.
Man, that's something that everybody has an experience, and having taught in some places, I taught English, I taught such subjects, so I knew good English, the British English when I came here. But then, whenever I was going to look for work, they could ask, does he speak English? I'm like, what am I speaking? Kwa hivyo unajua hizo moments ambapo umejiandaa kabisa, unasema I want to speak directly wanielewe. And then all of a sudden unakuuliza, does he speak English? So that kind of frustrated me at first, but then I got used to it, and that was the first cultural shock that I got. The other one was like, there are so many things, like you say, give me a lift. Those things like a lift, we know the elevator, now it is the lift, the elevator, such like things. So there are so many things that happens, but as time moves, as time goes by, you just adjust, and it's good that you ask that people always adjust. Whenever you go to another place, also be able to learn some things and then adjust. That's how I kept on moving.
Ah, that's a good one. I'm sure and also when it comes to the workplace, you know, there are journalists, there are aspiring journalists, kuna watu wako tayari wanafanya media, sahi wanakuwatch wanasema, vile mimi naona newsroom za huku Kenya, newsroom za huko, the way things are done, was it any different from what you had experienced here in the 254? Was there any additional training that you are required to go through just to make sure uko conversant with how they do their things there? Ama was your knowledge that you had here from Kenya ilikuwa tu A-okay all the way through?
Actually, most of the knowledge that we have from Kenya is totally different in so many fields. That's why you find like you come with a principal of a school, you work in the same place, maybe in a warehouse or somewhere. But when I came here, I didn't come here at first as a journalist, though I did media my entire life. I came here having graduated as an accountant, having been a teacher. When I came here, I could not do any of those things, so I went to work to the warehouse with a cell phone company. First, I worked with the airport, cabin cleaning, such like things, and then later I joined the warehouse. Having strained a little bit, I said it's not something I could do. Therefore, I went and did some nursing, medical field. So when I graduated in nursing, I remember I was supposed to go to orientation and I didn't show up. The following day, I went back to the broadcasting school to report. So after graduating nursing school, I went immediately to media because it is something that was in me and something I wanted to do. And therefore, having graduated from media, I went to do some work in some stations. One thing that I not forget is that I was very happy that I'm going to be in a radio station. And I told my friends that, I'm going to be in a radio station, please tune in. And then all of a sudden they told me that my time was at midnight. People were sleeping, so in the morning asked, did you listen to my show? Nobody told me that they listened because they were sleeping. So that kind of frustrated me at first. And another thing that happened is that you see, we can easily converse, we can easily talk tuelewane vile tunaelewana lugha yetu hivi. Lakini kuna wakati mwingine unaongea wanakuuliza unaongea nini hawakuelewi, and therefore because of that I chose to be behind the camera most of the time. And thus I started developing technical skills like production and other things. That's how I came to production now, and that's how my work started in the US.
I love the fact that you're really candid about it, kwa sababu hapo in between we kusema story kuna lessons fulani hapo ambazo umetufunza bila si kujua, especially the fact that umesema kuna skills zingine uliongeza, nursing, ukasema wacha tuende tena back to unajua media production. So I love the fact that you had that grit, that zeal, ulikuwa unataka kuongeza maarifa hapa na pale, and also you going even further, unaambia marafiki midnight niko pale kwenye radio but it being a different kind of time. All those are nice, amazing stories. Also, talk to us a bit about how you overcome hurdles. It is, for example, let's say if you're depressed, kama una miss home, you know, you want a bit of ugali, but it's only, you know, McDonald's or all these other places that are available. Talk to me about those moments and how you get over homesickness, how you get over loneliness, you know, and when people, as you said, when you try to communicate to some people, wanasema, sikuele, like, so talk to us about how you got over such hard moments in the diaspora.
You know, I used to miss home really, really bad when I came here. And most people will tell you their experience. I know most people have come to your show, they have talked to you about it. And I was like the second week of being in the US, I said, I feel like I need to go home. And I said, I want to be here for long. And that long has never ended or happened, because after that, I now adopted, and then I started adapting to the situation. So the reason why I don't really get stressed most of the time is because due to technology, now we are able to talk with our friends and everybody. But then when I came there, I've been here since 2009. And when I came there, I was very excited to go drive everywhere, meet friends. Unfortunately, my age mates, most of them were not home, so I had to travel everywhere. My college mates, meet them, and some of them, when I left that place, I was really tiny. Even though I was teaching, I was also still very tiny. I wish I could get those pictures, but I didn't get enough time to access them. So when I went back, most of them could not remember me. I'm like, I'm the Ontario. Oh, what happened to you? You see, that kind of disappointment at times. Not so many people know me. The young generation that is there now, they hear about me. But that also kind of frustrated me by then. Then I said, you know, you make friends wherever you go, and now that I'm here, I'm still home. That's what encouraged me, and I move on every day knowing that it's just a change of location. I'm the same person. Everything that happens to me, if it's beyond my control, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just to relax. Another thing that I also do most of the time, I love faith. That means everything I do, most of the things is faith-based content and such things. Like my brother Isaiah said, I'm also an Adventist. Actually, right now, this is 6 minutes to 4. I was at church. I was at church today, and I'm still going to church after this. Therefore, that kind of helps me because we do minister. My second degree is religion. And therefore, we do minister. I do sing some songs. If you go to YouTube, you can see me singing some gospel music, train some choirs, record some choirs. And therefore, I'm always busy, and I don't find time to easily get frustrated. It's only to know that if you can't do something, that's not the end of it. At least there's a level. If you never failed, then you never tried. And therefore, if I try and fail, I know there's so many motivational speakers can tell you about maybe trying and failing, and then picking up the pieces and moving on. But you got to try at least something before you say that you failed.
Yeah, so true. Try, at least to, feel the waters out before you start giving up, even before you tried. Thank you very much, Orina, for coming through and explaining to us and talking to us, and also informing us and letting us know some of the tips and tricks we need to survive. You've said you've been there from 2009, na sasa tuko 2026, so that means wewe ni mwenyeji, wewe unaelewa hii maneno ya majuu. So tunakuappreciate, tunakusalute vizuri sana. Please tell guys if they want to connect with you. Niko sure kuna watu wanataka kuuliza maswali zengine after, where they can connect with you, where they can chat with you, in case we missed a few questions or comments. Where can they connect with you then?
Just before I say that, you also asked about about the culture, the food. Actually, since I came here, I make my own food. And therefore, I have a small place like a kashamba where I plant, do some farming, and therefore I eat from my garden. That's something good. Recently, I've been running a media house since 2010, and recently I did open a local TV station in Kisii. I'm yet to launch it, and therefore, usually that's why I found out that giving my name is making that name to be big and forgetting the company that I run. I run a company known as Abagusi Global Media Limited. And those of us who hear Abagusi Global Radio, that's the company I'm talking about. And therefore, if you go to any social media platform, in brief, AGR, standing for Abagusi Global Radio, AGR News, that's me now. And I'm also Orina Ontiri on all social media platforms.
Thank you very much. And before we love and leave you, we always love it when our family members, they do their salams. So niko sure kuna watu wengi, as you said, your classmates, people you grew up with, ambao wanakuwatch sasa wanasema ai Orina mtu wetu. So please, this is that time where you salams tupatia watu wako, especially watu wa hapa Kenya, wale wote uliwacha, and also usisahau wale watu pia uko nao hapo Arlington, Texas.
Well, in general, I can only say that all my fans, my viewers, thank you so much, because we are here because of you. And therefore, keep on doing what you do, and don't forget that you got to leave a mark. We are not here permanently. If you got time, there's a book I love saying that, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, that time and chance happen to us all. And therefore, this is the time, this is the chance. We got to do what we got to do. And therefore, may God bless you. And salamu zangu kwa wingi kwa wote.
Thank you very much. We really do appreciate you, Orina. Can't wait to see you back home. Ama, can't wait to see you there in Texas very soon. So thank you very much, and blessings to you. Right there, Orina shatuambia man, amesikia accounting to airwaves, vitu mufti, vitu swadakta kabisa. As you've seen, he is a man of many trades. Ameshikilia sekta zote. Nursing ako pale, media world ako pale, mambo ya mukuchu hapa na pale. Pia ako sorted out in the right kind of way. We appreciate you as you are watching us right now on, of course, Citizen TV Diaspora Connect. And being on the show is free of charge. All you need to do is write to us. Send us your bio on our WhatsApp number that is on your screen right now. Use that number, or if you know someone who you're like, hey, by the story ya umse, akishia na wase inaweza kuwa poa sana. Make sure you're sending them our WhatsApp number. As we said, it's free of charge to be on the show. All we do is connect you to all the world, because we are the #1 connecting show in the world. And when you talk about connections, music is a language that unites us all. And DJ Elina is up in the place, and I want her to take us away with some big tunes. DJ Elina, tuende kazi. Play me something, let me hear. Okay. As DJ Elina is making sure kila kitu iko sawa kabisa, make sure you are still getting interactive with us, because our sights and sounds is still going on right now. And nataka kuona comment yako, nataka kuona jina yako, because I want to read all your amazing comments and suggestions as they keep on coming through. Alafu pia usisahau bado the Diaspora conference is going on, and we'll be linking them back there as they, of course, celebrate culture, Maasai culture. And of course, we will be joined with, just to see what is going on with all the dance, with all the food, with all the amazing things that are going down at the Diaspora conference. Na leo ni siku ya festival, so unajua watu wamejinice mbaya sana. And earlier on, in case you missed, top leadership is there. And I love the fact that tuko shwari kabisa, and we'll be giving you pictures from there in a few. But since I was talking about good times, DJ Elina, sasa anajua uko sawa, sasa uko ready kutuchangamsha. Let's go to DJ Elina. Play me something.
It's DJ Elina, Miss Finesse.
Every young man do kangaroo, every little girl do kangaroo. Every young man do kangaroo, every little girl do kangaroo. Beat me kalika ile tedibi, lakini this time ni milili. Beat me chopini kami kona digiri. See any offset labda kadibi. This is star boy mkuna jifiva. Dance with me and get a favor. Move your back, move your body like a river. Move, pose. Kisumu pa, Nairobi pa. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Africa pa, America pa. Comment ça va?
Skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, si ujibebe. Dem yangu ana
anadai tu matembe. Niko fete, nimejisete, amejibeba, usimuweke. Niko east kwa mabiz na manjege wako on, amejibeba ako fine, sura nzuri amevai. Kweli nini uko high, piga mushu kuwe high. Ukiweza toa kutu uzirai, ukimwaga sikia fine. Kazi safi inadai, watoto wawili tunadai. Njoki nduta na wamai, uko nini uko fine. Jangreto walai, uko maji haidai. Nitakukata walai, tumewabeba walai. Ngoma mbili zinadai, nikimada sema hai. Kwa vuva na rai, tumewabeba walai. Ngoma mbili zinadai, nikimada sema hai. Kwa vuva na rai.
Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie. Wabebe, skilo, wabebe wasikie.
Nitakukamata, baby vile wataka.
No, she ain't no manager. She wait until the sun come out.
Nitakukamata, baby vile wataka.
Napenda vile wakata.
Wakache sakata. Kula kasava ukisikiza baby kwaito.
Mela kusta, mela kusta, mela kusta.
Kwaito.
Bang bang. Run boy alongside the girl.
Amemishika basi simama. Hakuna fee baby sit chama. Fanya mama sina. Amemishika simama.
And right there, DJ Elina on the ones and twos right here on Diaspora Connect. Loving all those good vibes. Hopefully nyumbani umesongesha viti kidogo and we'll have such a good time with us. And right now, when we talk about good times, you know we've been highlighting the Ma Diaspora Conference that has been going on from last month here in Jana, and it goes all the way till the 2nd of August. And I'm delighted right now. Kila mtu ako ready, kila mtu ako steady, all the way to Washington, DC, and I see my good friend Jacob. Jacob, mambo vipi? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. I can hear you. How are you doing?
Me, I'm niko sawa kabisa. Happy to see you. Thank you for organizing such a monumental kind of event that embraces culture, that makes sure all generations wanajua what's really happening away from home. So we salute you, and tunasema wewe ni champion of champions. So big up yourself, but also for those people at home, please explain to them what is happening, what has been happening, all the good things, and also give us all those secret things that have been said that we have not had yet. Jacob, twende kazi.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Jacob Mayani, and I'm the president of Ma Diaspora. This is a wonderful time for us as an organization, because we are here to celebrate our 4th annual convening, our 4th annual conference and the cultural festival, right here in the capital of the United States of America, in Washington, D.C. And we are very happy to bring our people together to come and celebrate what unites us, which is our culture, our interests, and matters that really involves our community. So we are very happy, and we are here to really share our culture with the rest of the world, to tell them that we are here, and we always try to come together as a community and talk about things that are really important to our community, because that's who we are here in the diaspora. Again, Ma Diaspora is supposed to be an organization for our people here in the diaspora first, and we do a lot of things that are really important for our community here in the diaspora, as well as back in our communities back in Kenya. So it's really an opportunity to connect and meet each other, because we live in a country where people are so busy. We hardly have time to see each other. So this is a very defining moment for us as a community.
That is amazing. Thank you very much for breaking that down for us. And we know it's all about honoring your roots. It's all about building our future. And I like the fact that this conversation is going on when leaders are present. So please introduce to us the leaders that you have invited over, and also the importance of having leaders at this particular convergence.
Absolutely. Yeah, every year we get an opportunity to invite our leaders, our local elected leaders, to come and be with us, because this is an important function. So this year, we've had the pleasure of having His Excellency Governor Joseph Olelengu, Governor County Government of Kajiado. We have several members of parliament led by Ken Aramat, Member of Parliament from Narok East. We have Kitilai Olentutu, Member of Parliament for Narok South. We have Kakuta Olemaimai, Member of Parliament for Kajiado East. And we have also several MCAs, including
Senator Seki.
We have Senator Seki, Senator of Kajiado, and MC of Kitengela, what's his name? Matuya, Paul Matuya, and Grace Paranta, who's an MCA from Kajiado as well. So we have several leaders, and we have a lot of other people from just different parts of the world coming to be with us to make our event more successful. And therefore, I'm going to pass my microphone to the governor so he can share more about their role here in the diaspora.
Yeah, we are here in Washington, D.C. As my leadership to stand with the Maasai diaspora. And as the President Jacob Mayani indicated, this is an annual event. This is the fourth Maa Diaspora Conference. We have come to have a conversation to strengthen our culture, to share our culture, to celebrate our culture, but also to talk matters important to us, keeping our language alive, and more so to our children, matters of economic importance to the diaspora and our communities. As you know, the diaspora globally has become a critical economic driver for our country. And we know they also have a big impact to our communities. And therefore, matters economy, issues of education, land rights, and land use conversations were part of the discussions that we carried on. We are very, very proud that our diaspora members still remit substantial amount of resources to their communities. They support development in water, in education, in culture, and we have come to encourage them. We have also come to assure them that their space is assured in Kenya, and we want to ask them to continue supporting our development. We know as Kenya that diaspora remittance have now surpassed key sectors like tea, tourism, for foreign exchange earning for our country, and we want to also encourage them to support their communities. So this has been a wonderful conversation. We're very proud as leaders to join them. They have also shared with us their concern, how they can invest back at home, even when they're here, the security of their investment back at home. And so it is a wonderful conversation. We all know that Maa culture has become the iconic African culture. And that is the culture we celebrate, the culture we want to share, the culture we want to keep alive. Asante sana. Over to you.
Thank you. We're going to pass along to Faith.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, my name is Faith, and just to highlight a few points here, I would like to start with thanking the governors, both from Narok, Kajiado, sorry about that, for giving us this chance and listening to our cries to come with us and talk about things that impact our community at large. We still have a long way to go, but I know for sure once we come together as a small community, we can impact the community back home and we can do many changes. So just a plea, talking to you and talking to the governors that are listening and to the Maa people back in Kenya. This is a force that we want to see an impact, and we want to see the fruits in 5 years to come. We do have a goal. We discussed some specific points to achieve it. And ultimately, we'll work as a team with the leadership back in Kenya to achieve what we discussed today. And thank you for the opportunity.
We do appreciate you, and we are honored to have you. And of course, we are represented by our very own boss, editorial director, of course, Linus Kaikai. How are you, my boss? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also well. Glad to see you. You are looking so nice. That attire, if it can be worn by me too, please pack it well so that I can also don it and shine.
Can you look at this one?
Yes.
Out all the way here. You know, it can hurt also.
Oh. Bosi, ulienda na nyama ama uliwacha nyama huku nyumbani?
We have slaughtered in the middle of Washington, D.C. Can you believe that?
Wow,
we
incredible.
Have, we call it Old Pool, which is like a meat-eating festival, sort of. So we have a barbecue around here, and before that we had a lot of fun in terms of music, just cultural exchanges, reliving the community's poetry, culture, and oral literature. It's been a learning experience, I'm telling you. It's so much fun out here. And you know what? The participation is so mixed. We have people here who are literally living in America, and they have made their living here. Their families here. They've been here for years. They've gone to school here, and basically this is the life they know. And you know what? They are here to celebrate the culture and customs of the community. And it's more of how do we restore? And that explains why I had to travel all the way to come here. I just wanted to, first of all, just experience it. Let me see how it works out here. And some of these American Maasais, they're doing good.
That's amazing to hear that, because this has been the 4th edition. The 5th one, hopefully we can experience it together so that we see how that culture is, because I love the fact that this time you're experiencing it, and as we can tell, and even from the smile on your face, that you've really enjoyed each and every part of this celebration. As you've said, Saini Festival, Kukula Nyama and all that, and I love the fact that you've gone to represent us for yourself, so that as the 6th, the 5th, and many more editions come by, we can also carry along many more.
Yeah, that's why for the 5th one, we are considering using one of the World Cup venues because of the size in terms of the number of people it can carry.
Yes.
I think the 60,000-seater in New Jersey can come in handy, but you can also go to West Coast. There is another huge stadium there in Los Angeles. So, karibu sana, there'll be a seat for you.
So true, so true. And back home, we are used to seeing the Maasai community at the airports welcoming us. But right now, we are seeing the Maasai community and culture in a different kind of light, with so many stories, with so much color and so much vigor. And I'm sure there are other people from all over the world who are watching. What would you say, in your own words, are some of the vital things or some of the important pillars of the Maasai culture?
It takes determination of individuals to actually come together and make something like this work. You see here where I am, and you can just see behind me, very, very colorful dressing. And these are Kenyans, these are Maasais, and look at that. And oh, there's someone here. Maybe just give him a hearing for a moment. Look at that. So, when that is sounded, it is a call to duty and action. That is what we use to summon the community. We've been blowing this in the middle of Washington, D.C., and we've attracted quite a bit of attention. Positive attention, I must tell you.
That's amazing. I'm sure everybody is wondering, wow, what is happening around Washington, D.C. But I love the fact that we are here with you. Thank you very much also for joining us. And of course, we would love to hear your parting shot. Anything else that you've picked up on your stay there? Because we know this started yesterday and it goes on till tomorrow, the last and final day. Talk to us about some of those things that you have learned, that you can teach us, that maybe we didn't even know. And of course, I'm sure you've seen also a few cultures also and other cultures and what they can do to embrace and have such events, especially away from home.
Yeah, I think culture is a national priority, and it takes the effort of not just the community involved, but also the ecosystem that includes the national government, county government, and other institutions to help see the point in preserving some of these cultural values that are really ageless in terms of time. And we're looking forward to major conversations back at home where county governments and the national governments will be having conversations about how to preserve the language, not just of the Maasai, but of any community that indeed wants to preserve its valuable culture, things that are good for that community and for the country. So I've learned that, there is need for synergies, not just between the people in the community, but also those who surround the community. And of course, I have to say thank you to Citizen Connect for what you've been doing, Diaspora Connect, for what you've been doing with the diasporan community. Not just this one, the Maasai is stand this evening, but also many others that have been meeting out here doing good things.
Yes, and we appreciate that so much. And before we leave you, we know tomorrow is the last day. What can guys expect as we are concluding? And I'm sure there are guys who are watching from the diaspora, they're asking, can we come to Washington? Can we come and join before it all ends? Tukule nyama, to dance kidogo.
Karibuni sana, karibuni sana, karibuni sana. There's a lot of, tomorrow there'll just be a lot of dancing, there's a celebration of our culture. And like I said at the beginning, we've been trying to remind ourselves things that time and circumstances may have taken away. We were doing things like, how eloquent do you remain in the Maasai language? Do you know the proverbs, the sayings, some of the oldest songs? Do you know all that? So it's fun time between now and the end of this conference, just for the community here to appreciate where it comes from.
I love to hear it. Thank you very much. I wanted maybe we enjoy a bit of dance as we sign off, or a bit of, we get some of the culture. I don't know if we can have a bit of song and dance. Yes. Maybe you can lead us in as we sign off.
As we sign off, as the song comes, let me just bring a session of blessings. We are a very prayerful community, and there is, I think, one of the tallest guys in America at the moment. Let me just bring. He'll be doing the blessings directly to the camera.
Jonado meroro bilo. Meroro bilo sei. Meru go yoga ngai. Nigi rumolo hiyo rumo. Amege agino lo jonga ro. Meri jenga yoga ngai ku mishin. Eke yoga na robil. Meroro bilo sei. Lo biro langai mari agi merana nenyawa. Narasha ngura na belo. Na nyo ringi finanya to ngana. Era lamanda indoto. Era lamanda ngogongi. Meru ganga yenna. Meru go roilla rigolang, Meru go lo sholang, Narasa go lo sholang. O nango nandu na munyak na dienkira dina jiankagu, Mariagi, Eyago, Rivere Sanalo, Naranga Sagno Ronka Lipo, Meru and Nesiaja, Meshuro City, Era Lamario and Gairo, Longisho Longana, Aronya Hata, Aroni Munoro, Maria Yanga Molo Shole Kenya, Mebungolo Shode America, make your yoga soda, and Nishuga Bongo Vini, Narana Vanda in Dega in the Belly, Narana Vanda in Naisiaja, Naranya Vanda in Loshon, Meshuro City, Meshuro, Aide Baram.
Usikate, utaileta tu. Amani yako sawa. That is the 4th edition of the Ma Diaspora Conference that has been happening from yesterday all the way till tomorrow when it concludes. And as you've heard from, of course, our very capable boss there, Linus Kaikai, ameshatuambia, yes, 4th edition, 5th edition, kwa sababu nataka kuipiga New Jersey. And the good thing is that also leadership was well represented. Umesikia jamaa wetu hapo Jacob organizer ametuambia ni aje. Honorable Governor Joseph Olelenku was, of course, in attendance too. And you heard so many members of parliament, lots of top leadership also went to embrace the culture, to spread the culture, to show that all those bridges and bonds are being built. Now, umesikia, washa planned the 5th edition. So it's something that will go on and on and on. And of course, if you're free, it's still going down today and tomorrow is the last day. As you've heard, tomorrow will just be more of food, dance, and more of course, indulging and, of course, enjoying the Maasai culture to the fullest. As you've heard, horns are being blown in New York City, the capital, I mean in Washington, D.C. In case you're in that area, I'm sure you shall enjoy some good cultural kind of activities. And that right there, you can only find on the #1 connecting show in the region. That right there, right here on Diaspora Connect. And we salute each and every one of you for being here with us always. But before we love and leave you, tuko na deni mbili tunafaa tulipe between mimi na wewe. But before that, situongea na DJ Elina kidogo. DJ Elina, thank you very much for pulling up on us. Asante sana for coming through. Once again, remind guys how they can find you on social media, where they can find your mixes, and also if you're playing anywhere this weekend, please let us know.
I go by the name DJ Elina Finesse on all platforms. Be it TikTok, Instagram, DJ Elina Finesse. Let me say on 21st, I'll be at Tapas, Mombasa. Then on 22nd, I'll be at Balso's Bistro, also in Mombasa.
Okay, and what we do on the show is we usually send out our salams. So niko sure kuna your friends, your family, watu wako wa ndani, close circle, ambao wanakusupport. This is that time where you na big up, unawatumia salams. So twende kazi.
#1 is my mom. Greetings, mommy. Then the second person is my manager. Then the third person is are my fans. I love you so much, you guys. You're the people who are making me to reach this far. Thank you so much, and I love you. Let's continue doing it.
Sawa. At the beginning of the show, I showed DJ Elina somewhere in the world. Akasema hapa ni Nairobi. Akasema hebu angalia nyumbani uniambia. Akasema hapa ni Nairobi. Ati akiangalia hapa anaona Mombasa Road, anasema anaona KICC, anasema anaona tu ni Nairobi. So before I give out more answers, do you still want to stick to Nairobi ama uko na place nyingine unataka kubadilishia?
It's like you're trying to bribe me.
Sawa, nitakubali. At home, if you've been watching, you've been wondering, hii nchi ni gani? Neville, leo Sights and Sounds will tupeleka wapi? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today on Sights and Sounds, as you can see right there, that is Venezuela, Caracas to be precise. Hapo ni Venezuela. Ona vile wase wa Venezuela wao wanajinais hapo sana. Alafu nilikwambia ile joropa, their traditional dance ambao wanazitokanga. Tukisikia tu joropa, twende joropa. Unajua hiyo ni Venezuela. So that right there, you can add it to your bucket list. Unaweza add to places you would love to visit, leisure. Unaona kuna mountains huko, kuna lots of coastline, beaches, activity, lots of culture in Venezuela. So it's a place I'm sure you would love to add to your bucket list. And we do appreciate you. Make sure you are always with us on Friday afternoon from 2 p.m. We have the Diaspora Connect repeat episodes. That's where we relive all these amazing moments that we've had today on the show. So in case today you miss it, make sure to join on Friday 2 p.m. right here on Citizen TV as we do the recap. Alafu YouTube, tuko pale, watu wetu wa YouTube, fire emojis. In case you're on YouTube, remember, you can always rewatch this episode right after it's done airing. Ingia tu pale kwenye search bar, andika Diaspora Connect ama Citizen TV, utapata playlist yetu murwa. Playlist swadakta imejipanga pale na utaenjoy every single story by Kenyans for Kenyans with that Kenyan kind of touch. You know how we do. So make sure you join us. Alafu, I'll still stress it, it's free of charge. Free, bure, bilashi. Don't need to pay no coins, no dollars, nothing to be on this show right here. Your story is your currency. Your story is what gets you on here. So make sure you are connecting with us, writing to us on our WhatsApp number. Message us in case you know someone who wants to say their story. You know someone with a beautiful story. Send us or send them our WhatsApp number that is on your screen. Free of charge to be here. Your story is what gets you on the show. So make sure you're chatting with us. Write to us on our Instagram and many other places. Tupatane next week. As I always tell you, this right here, Saturday Z time, is the best time ever in my life. Being with you guys, all sorts of chef's kiss. But you know what we say, from me to you, adios. Muchachos. DJ Elena, take us away.
Nothing in your body go low,